Hey guys, so welcome back to another episode of Diary of a High Handicapper. Still a high handicapper. That's why I've enlisted the services of someone who actually knows what they're doing. Mark Murphy here. Mark's the head pro down here at Beech Park, which is a beautiful golf course, by the way. Facilities are absolutely gorgeous. Been struggling with my game a little bit the last while, so that's why I sent out an SOS to Mark. Very kindly offered to help me out. I have had one lesson with him before, so this is our second lesson, but Mark, would you be able to give the people watching an idea of maybe what you saw with my swing in the first lesson, what you've tried to change or what we're working on?
Yes, so within the first lesson, it was a little bit of inconsistent strikes, club face. There was very little kind of control over that club face.
Oh, I know all about it.
Yeah. And we kind of focused most of that session on controlling club face. At the start, Jamie would have brought club way kind of on the inside, and the club face would have been kind of fanning quite open. Once that club got kind of stuck on the inside, very much an open club face, it makes it very hard for that club to come back square. It's a lot of timing, a lot of release, which makes it kind of quite inconsistent. Adds quite a lot of loft onto the club as well, so we've seen kind of those lot of high soft right ones. We worked quite a lot on strengthening club face on takeaway, so that strike was a little bit better, flight was a little bit lower, and distance gains then kind of straight away start to jump up.
Pretty much. So we're probably just going to hit a few balls now, and
Absolutely.
Mark's obviously going to tell me what I need to work on. So
it'll only be a couple of small things. So let's play again. Nice and smooth on this one now. There you go. Beautiful. So I'll get you to set up here again for me. Alright, and what I want you to do is swing it back to hip height for me and stop at hip height. Okay, so we can see in the real swing, alright, that the club is getting in here.
Okay.
Alright, so everything is moving far too quickly on the inside rather than working up.
Okay.
Alright, so again, club face is much better. You would have had that club face there to begin with.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
the club face there much stronger.
Okay.
But what we're looking for is you start here again. Alright, is for the hands to work kind of directly back. So from here we're kind of going to go and feel that position again.
Okay.
Alright, so the club is going directly behind. Club face here, leading edge, matching spine angle.
Okay.
Alright, from here again we're going to continue with rotation. Alright, so the hands are nice and high.
Okay.
Alright, hold that position there for me. So from there we're creating width. Alright, so the distance between your hands and your chest. Alright, that's creating loads of power. It's also giving you time to be able to time that club head working its way back down. Alright, to help us with strike. So that each and every time when you come back, you're looking to get that as wide as you can, rather than just breaking that left hand and getting in close. Alright, so you need a little bit of width on the way back. So if you set up there for me again, knee height here, alright, and I'm just going to hold this here, and I would just want you to drag your club back along this for me. Alright, there you go. So see the way you're wanting to pull that in? Alright, so we want that going straight up along this line. So you feel that push? Alright, so good drill. You set up there again for me. Alright, and stick your left hand on the club, don't stick your right hand on for me. Alright, what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to put your right hand on the back of your left here, go from underneath for me. Alright, and then you're going to, from this hand, you're going to push the club back. Alright, see the difference of where that club goes to? Alright, that's the sensation, that's the feel that you're looking for, rather than getting it turning way on the inside. Gorgeous. Really nice. Like, that was clean strike. There's also a little bit of a divot there. So like, we look at all the other strikes that you've hit here, there's no divot. That one there is a small bit of a divot. So that's effectively what we're going to work on. Once we maintain that strong club face, that swing there was beautiful, and then we're going to start working on striking down, how to control getting into the ground. Alright,
I'm not running the risk of being too steep there, am I? Because that's something I was always told I'm too steep. That's not being too steep.
It's getting steep in the correct way, right? So when people say that you're too steep, it's generally from the top here and way over the top,
Okay.
as in we're chopping wood there.
Okay.
All right, we want to be steep while delivering a club head.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so there's actually a little bit of meat behind that golf ball.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, pivot.
Yeah.
All right, I know it's gone a little bit out to the right.
Yeah.
But that was nice. All right, and again, this club gotta go here. So
Yeah.
it's coming straight out in front. Again, we're still rotating. All right.
Yeah.
So you're here. Your tendency is to break that arm.
Okay.
Get it there. All right. From that position there, we're now going to chop.
Okay.
All right. If we have that little bit of width, club works back down into that position, and then we strike.
Okay.
It's a nice bit of width on the way back. Yeah. There you go. See the difference in that?
Yeah.
That's a quality strike.
Yeah.
All right. And again, you've got that club away from me on the way back there.
Okay.
That gives you, by one, you're working on rotation.
Yeah.
Two, getting that width. That gives you more time to square that face.
Yeah.
That you're not in on top of it and squeezing it out to the right hand side.
Yeah.
All right, so try another one like that for me. Nearly. Again, a little narrow. All right, so there, over swing and narrow. All right, so it's like a 3/4 swing and wide. Right, so swing this back up to the top of your backswing and stop for me. All right, so see where you get to there?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Right? Where you get to in real time,
Yeah.
this breaks.
Really? Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that was nice. So we're going to do a couple of pitch shots just to get used to that club face. What I want to do is once you've set up here, all right, take your grip, we're going to get club in our takeaway position.
Okay.
All right. That is also the position that we're looking for. So if we went up to the top and came back down, that's still the same position we're looking for.
Okay.
All right. So rather than having that there, which is where your club is at.
Okay.
All right. Right there. All right. So if that's there on the way down, then it's turn through. See where the hands are?
Yeah.
All right. Hands are opposite left leg.
Okay.
That's a strike down. There.
Yeah.
You know, compression. Rather than here, that's the only way of getting that club head square.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
From that position there, if I got my hands ahead, no club face.
Oh yeah.
All right. So that's got to be number one. Then we can get to there.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to hit some pitch shots out where you're going to go. Here's the takeaway, and then hold true.
Okay.
All right. All right. So your normal pitching wedge for, let's say, a 40-yard shot would kind of go high in the air with a pitch shot.
Yeah.
This thing is going to come out like a 7-iron bump and run type thing.
Okay.
All right. That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. You see the height there?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the old one.
That's still.
That's still way too high. All right.
Okay.
Nearly. Striking quality.
Yeah. Good strike.
So I'm going to get you to swing this back halfway and stop for me. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So from here, you want to get you to pitch this end. This one you're going to go 4 or 5 yards. Nice and slow. All right. But from here, I don't want that to go that way.
Okay.
I want that to go that way.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try it.
Yeah. Nearly. Again, just a little flick of the wrist.
I'm flicking my wrist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's better. I know that was a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
That was much better.
Okay.
Yeah. See the height difference there.
Yeah.
All right. That's so much nicer.
Okay.
So much nicer. And it's the abbreviated follow through where rather than getting it going there, like it's held.
Yeah.
Right. So like golf ball should be going, I won't say head height, but that's the feel, as if you're turning the pitch wedge into an air.
Okay.
All right.
And even if you're attacking a green, like.
Absolutely.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
So the lower you launch a golf ball, all within reason.
Yeah.
But the lower you launch a golf ball, the more spin you're creating.
And that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So if you ever look on tour and you see the pros that are hitting the wedges in from, let's say 100 yards, and it's like one bounce and stop. All right. everything that they're trying to do is hit it one a little bit low on the face, but they're delofting.
Okay.
They're turning the 54 into like 40 degrees.
Grand, okay.
Alright, so like they're delofting that 10 to 15 degrees.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm cutting across you. At setup, should I be setting up it differently, or am I still okay relatively?
You're still fine there, right?
Okay.
Because yes, the answer is you can set up there. I don't personally like it.
That's fine.
Right, but you can set up there.
Yeah.
I think if we go here,
yeah,
and the body moves correctly,
okay,
we're going to get into that position.
Okay, grand.
All right,
Yeah.
rather than starting there,
yeah,
and then we get back to that position.
okay, yeah.
All right, so
Grand.
it's to train the body into getting into that position rather than trying to preset it and hold it.
Okay.
All right, so it's
Yeah.
like a lot of like low hit shots to begin with.
Yeah.
All right, so if you take back out your 8-iron from me now. How did that feel doing that, by the way, that drill?
Yeah, it felt good. Like, to be honest, I've gotten a bit afraid of divots because for me, divots will mean I've hit a fat.
Yes.
So that's why you'll see that I don't take a divot, because I do try and sweep it. It feels a bit weird now to be hitting the ground almost, but I'm trying to hit the ground after the ball. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's just a little bit of convincing myself that this isn't scary. This is, you know, a
yeah,
good thing.
The way to do it.
Yeah, because normally I associate a divot with a fat shot. Like.
Yeah. You see the flight there?
Yeah.
Right? Like that was lovely. Rather than ballooning up into the air.
Yeah.
That was a fraction heavy.
Okay.
Alright. But like that divot there is beautiful. Like there's golf ball, there's where it's starting. So you're fractionally heavy.
Okay.
Alright. But your timing will kick in. Once I stick something down there's a visual, your timing will kick in pretty quick. Down the right hand side, a little drop.
Oh,
gorgeous.
Yeah. That felt nice.
Yeah.
That feels like I've less to do.
Yeah.
Like, because as you know, I kind of come in here, so I have to get it around, flip
Correct.
my wrist. Whereas this, I'm just bringing it straight back up and almost holding it off.
Absolutely. And once you get comfortable with the holding it off, you then go into like a full finish. You won't need to hold it off.
Okay.
Just for the short term, that abbreviated follow through.
Yeah.
And again, nice and smooth. Yeah. So again, just a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
All right. When it's heavy, you know that the right hand on the way down has gone.
Has flipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There's a visual. Hit a golf ball without hitting the scorecard. Yeah.
Even the noise of that.
Beautiful. But look at where you see where golf ball was.
Yeah.
But it's golf ball first, and then in.
Yeah. That's amazing. Even though it's a good 8 inches back, it's still.
It's just a visual.
Yeah.
It's just once you have something there, you know, that focuses the eye in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that too high or?
No.
Great strike.
Yeah. Like that's carried straight into the bunker, which is a 125 to 140 meter. But again, like
those divots are perfectly aligned as well.
And like both of them are club face flush going through.
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, where the toe is going through or the heel is going through. That's a full club face going through, middle of the club face. And even though you have an abbreviated follow through, it's going every bit as far if not further, because the strike is there.
Yeah.
And it's a different flight. And that thing will still stop. Once you've clean grooves, that thing will still stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, lovely flight. I know it's left, right? But the flight, lovely. Again, you're controlling the dynamic.
Yeah.
Again, divot.
Yeah.
Lovely.
She's starting to look like a professional range mark, given to what I used to do to your thing. It was like a family of moles was in the last time I was here.
Yeah, a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
All right, and again, whenever you catch that one that's a little bit heavy, like you compare them, see it's actually behind.
Yeah.
That's the right hand, just not trusting.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So again and again, it's that takeaway. Yeah. The club face in a nice strong position. Yeah. And true. Nice. That's gorgeous.
That's one of the days. That's of the day, I think.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Right on the pin.
That's down at the yellow flag,
which is
150 meters.
150-meter 8-iron. Miracle worker.
Boom. That's gorgeous. But it's like, again, the divot that's there.
Yeah.
Like it's golf ball first each and every time. Alright, so you can see divots here. We've put a scorecard in behind, kind of about 6 inches behind, just as a visual for Jamie to miss, to help with angle of attack, just so that on the way down he's releasing, tend to catch him a little bit heavy. This just focus the strike a little bit more. So the divots here, you can see he's caught one heavy, but the rest of them are all in a nice little line, nice little deep divots. Strike is really solid, no heavy shots anymore, even with an 8-iron.
Yeah.
Right, so we can about that for a second. All right, so if we go with an 8-iron, you set up there again for me. All right, swing it back to about hip height and stop for me. Yeah, right, really good here.
Yeah.
So everything is nice position.
Yeah.
All right, from here we want to maintain those angles. Right?
Okay.
Those angles get maintained. You see where the hands are at. See where
Yeah.
that club head is.
Yeah.
All right, so really good here. That's facing down towards the golf ball.
Yeah.
All right. The most important thing is at this point your hands are opposite your right thigh.
Yeah.
Look where the club is.
Yeah.
Rather than being down there.
Yeah.
Right. So from here it now works. See where we are now.
Okay.
Right. That's the feel. Yeah. Yeah. And then once you've a bit of confidence in it,
Yeah.
you know, that golf ball then will start to actually draw a small bit.
Yeah. Jeez, I'd love if I could see a draw.
There's no reason why you can't.
No.
But again, you've just got to have a strong club face for a draw. Yeah. Look at that golf ball trying to move from right to left. Right.
Yeah.
Again, I know it was a fraction heavy.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just going to get you to stand here for a second. Right, so again, like this is pitch and wedge.
Yeah.
Alright, again, green flag. We're setting up here. We want to go in that position there.
Yeah.
And then through.
Okay.
See where it finished here?
Yeah.
Where it's not flicking around.
Okay.
Right. So it's going to be, you know, a nice little divot there, but it's going to be smooth. It's going to be low.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
And again, that abbreviated follow through.
Yeah.
Right. So that you're not getting aggressive. Okay. So we don't want you going and getting and hitting that.
Yeah.
Right. I've got away with that, but if I'm that aggressive, I have no control over this.
Okay.
All right. If you're smooth, there's plenty of speed, plenty of power. If this club is done correctly,
Yeah.
there's plenty of speed, plenty of power for that golf ball to travel like.
Yeah.
That
okay.
you're not popping it up into the air.
Alright.
And again, like they're nice little divots.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, but it's from there, and it's as if right hand goes on and push through to here, and that's the position that we're looking at impact. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Perfect sense.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I just barely tap that.
Yeah.
Like that's gorgeous.
Again, as you said, effortless that felt, but yeah.
So smooth, but again, it's the aggression. We're controlling the aggression. We're
Yeah.
controlling the speed, right? And once you get more and more comfortable with it, the speed can start to come up, and we start getting further and further. But
Okay.
like that's gone every bit as far as any of the shots at the start,
Yeah.
but with just so much better ball flight and strike. Yeah, and up to the very top. Yeah, all right, down to your hip. Yeah, so see where that club is. Perfect.
Okay.
Right, that's where you need it to be, rather than there.
Okay.
If you're in here, now you're hitting some really, really good golf shots. Gorgeous.
Oh, that was so nice.
Again, nice little draw.
Left, yeah, but
Yeah. And again, look at that divot.
yeah.
Again, it's the flush club face all the way through. Really nice. Look at the flight on that. Alright, again, the aggression.
Too
just
much?
smooth. Yeah, real nice and smooth. Lovely. Again, look at that ball flight.
Yeah.
You start putting that into a full swing and
Yeah.
you're laughing.
It's nice. It feels like I know where the club head is at all times because it's that way.
Absolutely.
Whereas my problem is sometimes I'm here and I don't even know I'm doing it, but I know my brain is like, well, the only way I can get this club face is to go like that almost.
100%. Yeah. The subconscious will take over. It's instinct. Lovely. There's a difference in those flights. So old video on the right, new position on the left. So video on the right, you can see setup in both is pretty good. We do notice that club getting, again, same as what we did in the first session, a little bit on the inside. Slight difference is that you now have a much better club face there. So we have a stronger club face into the back, still a little bit deep. Not too bad of a position here, but we are working on staying a little bit more centered over the golf ball. So here you can see the way the hands work a little bit more up, and we get to the top of the swing there. All right, so you can see where your head position is. Everything is here, that you're still there. All right, rather than turn yourself around a little bit more behind the golf ball here. All right, old video. Again, rotating through, but we'll see rotating backwards. All right, here we are at impact, adding quite a lot of loft onto the club head. You notice hands are working backwards here. Again, that release pattern of just adding loft and opening up that club face. There's also quite a bit of weight, if we look there, still on that right foot. All right, so that's something again that we were working on. So we'll see scorecard here on this side, and just as a visual to help us with strike. So weight is left. Really nice hip movement there. There we are at impact. All right, so we can see the differences in the two of these here so far. So again, it's quite nice here. Head's on top of the golf ball, slightly ahead of it. Again, here, spine angle is working a little bit backwards. All right, so quite nice there. Again, we can see the position there compared to here. All right, so all your weight is moving towards your target, rather than here it's working backwards. All right, so that's much better. There. All right, again, left arm is nice and straight here. It's nearly all on one there, left side. All right, so again, we can get the hands a little bit further ahead through impact, but that is much, much better than where we were. So again, everything that we can see here is everything working backwards. Everything there, quite nice. It's all working towards your target. One straight line on top of that left foot. Inshore strike is going to be quite good. Again, you can see the differences here. So I know we have that abbreviated follow through there just while we're working on it. Again, you can see all the weight is on the left side. Really, really good strike. More penetrating flight. It's not popping up in the air, losing a little bit distance. Flight is much better, gaining another club to a club and a half in distance with the strike, and much, much more consistent with the strike.